Yeah, get the taste of this game out of my mouth.
Sorry for the small delay, but welcome back to Star Fox Adventures. In the last part, we actually got the second spell stone, and we returned it to the Ocean Force Point Temple. And on our way back, we actually got jumped by the LightFoot tribe. And after a really fun minigame, now we're just kinda here. It's not made clear yet, but Fox actually wants to go and talk to the village chief.
But you're Fox and you don't want to, so no.
Yeah, like, this... In fact, Fox could just actually head for the exit, but unfortunately there's a gate there. And you know, we haven't seen this in a while, so... Welcome back to Star Fox.
It's a piece of hamster food.
It's a dino pad.
We're gonna find a couple of other wood carvings. And, we're gonna place these right where we started. You'll see why it doesn't... I'm pretty sure there's, like, no hints other than, like, Slippy telling you, hey, maybe you should talk to the chief. Nothing really directly tells you, but hey, what's an adventure without exploration?
It's a Star Fox adventure.
You're right.
I love how Tricky is using the Zoo Tycoon Terraformer tool to dig, and not his actual hands.
What am I doing? Well, I'm over that.
It looks like an N. I'm tempted to leave.
Oh shit. Is this Crash Bandicoot? Bandicoot?
Is this a bandicoots? Is this where my grandpa went?
It may seem like Fox is desperately trying to recover his memory on how shapes work, but we actually do need these shapes. It is gonna come off as like a foresight thing, because if you end up only getting one of these shapes, you'll end up getting stuck for an upcoming puzzle, so it's best to go and find all three of them.
These are just Tricky's toys. He's gonna go put that, like, round hole in a square peg toy or whatever.
That's the one you step on.
Oh my god, the triangle goes in the triangle hole.
What are you talking about?
3 sides, your head is almost in that shape.
No, it comes out of that hole.
Oh. He's just boiling on the inside, but he'll deal with it.
You smell cooked.
I'll cook you.
I can cook you, but I don't know the recipes. Falco's not here anymore.
Just a whole lot of pepper.
Yeah. Pepper and a flamethrower.
Some vinegar, and, I don't know, a slice of bread, why not?
That sounds...
You want to kill him or you want to pickle him? One will take longer, but it'll be funnier.
The word for pickling is funnier, so I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'll laugh the whole time.
That's him turning on the oven. So now that we went and placed all of the wood carvings, these platforms raise up, and now we can access where the village chief is.
And rob from him. Oh.
Nah, I'm just gonna flip his, like, upside-down bowl into the wall, never to be seen again. It's not stealing if you don't take it.
Well, the funny thing is, if we actually do steal, we actually will be considered thieves for real this time.
Again? We know you didn't take our treasure, so just go away. Yeah.
I don't respect your authority.
Yeah!
You looking for Krazoa spirits, eh?
I don't know how he knows that.
Yes, I am.
So,
I can read it in your eyes.
eh? You see, we
You have the look of someone with experiencing Krazoa withdrawal.
under our
You seem
village.
like someone with a really strange fetish.
Some say you
That's
was bit
me.
by the Krazoa. Do you want to see for yourself, mate?
Duh. Stupid question.
I swallowed a bug.
Say that.
Not so fast. Only
They all
if you
proceed to
complete
cook
the
Turns
LightFoot
Tricky.
test can you enter.
This is an intimidating test with a very non-intimidating name.
You
gotta do it now.
This is another funny way to cook fondue.
Oh, you decide.
Tricky. Hey, Tricky, you ever heard of peer pressure?
Yeah, I love drugs.
That's okay. So we have 2 tests to complete, and the first one involves activating all 4 totem poles. I'm gonna actually skip ahead to us failing it.
Great.
Well, naturally.
Just what I want to see. Did you just stand around until you failed?
It's because I actually forgot where the 4th spot was. As Fox McCloud once said when a planet was doomed. Dang.
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 Before time runs out.
This is like the time I killed Bill.
Fox, I need that spleen.
No, you don't.
I don't? Cool.
Okay, so, the first totem pole is literally right here. The reason why I ended up blowing it the first time, well, the first time I blew it was because, the 4th totem pole was located in a very obvious spot, but I was an idiot and didn't realize that you could just climb a certain aspect of it. We'll see it when we get there. But, the second one is actually right where we found, I think, the square block with Tricky. You just rocket yourself up here.
I never noticed about the rocket animation. It looks like it's sped up. I'm sure we'll see it again, but if you pay attention to Fox's animation, it's not that he's vibrating, it's that he's moving normally, but faster.
I have to give it another look.
No, I don't want it.
So this is what I hate about, like, old rare context sensitive things. Like, I have the staff, the thing is coming at me, I'm trying to actually attack it, but Fox is thinking, oh, well, obviously we have to deactivate the totem pole.
Now its laugh is just at you and not with you, or something.
So this is the one that I messed up on.
That doesn't look too obvious.
Yeah, I think even when I was a kid, this is the one that tripped me up, because it wasn't... Like, I walked around it a few times and I couldn't tell. But once you do, you clear it in under 2.5 minutes and you're all set. That's test number 1.
How devious and scary.
Well done, Fox. You have completed the tracking test. Very
That was just so we could keep an eye on you.
Oh, you literally tied me up before.
Tricky falls over dead.
Did you see the prince just be placed back onto the throne? Like he did a little hop.
That's actually funny. There's no reason to do that. Okay, so this is pathetically easy. All you have to do is mash the A button with both of your index fingers. This is apparently infamous for being one of the hardest parts of the game, but I don't believe people when they say that.
I think that was where I got tripped up. And you know I wouldn't lie to you.
That reminds me of a very similar mission in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, where you have to do the same thing, just mash the X button. As a kid, I couldn't figure that shit out to save my life, but when I played it again a few years ago, it was as if I was breathing. What?
So, in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground, you have to, like, push a lizard into a box?
Yeah. What, you say that like it's weird.
Oh no, I've never played it, so I just need, like, verification. Is Fox, like, playable in that game? Because I think we have the next Let's Play.
In the GameCube version.
Hey, comment section. I'm lying.
Don't correct me.
Alright, so now that we passed those tests, all 2 of them, we are now an honorary member of the tribe, and now we just have to solve one last puzzle to access the next Krazoa shrine.
My mind instantly finished what you were saying to honorary member of the DK crew.
Well, this is a rare game, so Fox is also that. Look out for the Donkey Kong 64 Let's Play, where I'll get a mod or something.
This one looks kind of cool, though, if not a bit annoying.
Yeah, like, this puzzle's actually pretty easy, I just keep fucking up on the 4th one. You just have to match it with the blasters, but my eyes are fixated on the wrong side of the artwork. There we go.
It was hard to tell. You mean fixated?
Yeah,
Asphyxiated means you strangled yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I was playing Star Fox Adventures though, so
We've officially passed the threshold of where Yoshi's like, this game is alright, to I'd never want to play this ever again.
look, I'll admit that I have already recorded all of the footage. This Let's Play is gonna be complete. Star Fox Adventures is a game I don't have to play again, and I'll leave it at that.
But thank you for playing it this time.
I mean, I had to. I said that I was gonna, and it took me years, but I did it. So, this Krazoa Shrine. The shrine itself is not difficult, clearing through the upcoming puzzle bits we're gonna do, but the trial itself is actually a teeny bit of a pain in the ass. It's gonna involve a... I feel like calling it a mechanic is generous. We're gonna do a new gameplay style of sorts that only exists here and nowhere else. We did actually see part of it when Fox was like strapped to the, when they were trying to crucify him, sorta, with the little bird. Like, you remember that red needle and the green mucus bar thing? But like, there we had to push the A button. We're gonna see that again, but it's gonna be a slightly different variant. I don't really need the scarabs, but might as well.
You're hungry.
I mean, his only source of emergency food, Tricky, isn't here, so... So here we are.
I can't teleport dinosaurs on Dinosaur Planet.
I think somebody made a comment
Yeah.
about that in one of the earlier parts. So this is the test of fear. I have a couple of problems with this one, narrative-wise, but also gameplay-wise. Let's start gameplay-wise. So, the red needle, we are actually controlling that with the control stick. Your goal is to actually keep it in the green at all times. You can see it kind of like jerk itself around left and right. That's because when you're like kind of shifting it or positioning it, during the actual cutscene, it will start to drift very hard left or right. So you have to keep that balance and try your best not to actually get distracted by the cutscene. And if you fall out of the green bar, you automatically lose.
Yeah, this and the test of strength, these are the two bits of the game I actually remember.
This looks stressful. Ah, shit!
And that's it. This is what happens when you lose. He just stares up at the sky. And,
Punches himself in the dick.
I deserve this.
Dang!
Dang. So, because Star Fox Adventures is really cool, you have to clear all of those rooms again every time you fail.
Oh my Christ.
So yeah, what you're seeing here is actually my second attempt. It only took me 2 tries. So, now that I said the gameplay bits, the reason why I hate this narrative-wise is because it implies that Fox is scared of General Scales when he's not.
Or any of these jagoffs.
Or any of these regular-ass dinosaurs. And another thing is, I feel like this could have been a really good way to tie this back to Star Fox and have, oh, I don't know, maybe Andros or something, or seeing his actual dad die in front of him, since this is the test of fear.
I'm more afraid of the people around me than I am of my dad's death.
I mean, if it was just like 100 Prince Trickies, I get it, but like, it's just big General Scales.
And you can't even see him, it's like he's not even there.
I thought that, like, the chest was gonna start and then the Falco Souffle was gonna come in.
Hey, Fox, you didn't have my souffle.
No!
Now you gotta eat it for 100 years.
I purposely burnt the bottom.
Wait for it.
You gotta wait for the slow descent.
Yeah!
Another one.
Another one.
And with that, that's the third Krazoa spirit. I will say though, out of all of the Krazoa tests, that one is by far the most difficult. And I do consider it an actual challenge.
Just because of how much it drifts against you.
Yeah, like, you really are fighting the red needle.
But aren't so many people...
Go on.
No, drugs. We've been over this. I don't need to go on. We all know.
You get the idea, damn it.
Yeah, you know.
Seek help if you need it.
We at TheStrawhatNO only condone medical drugs. So, now that we have our Krazoa Shrine, before we actually go to the palace, let's check out the exit. Nice.
Although also, seek help if you have an opioid addiction. And a lot of those are medical drugs.
Just don't overdo drugs, okay?
Do drugs, don't overdo drugs.
This message has been brought to you by the Straw Hat Goddamn No. Anyway, Star Fox Adventures.
Straw Hat, please don't.
This Let's Play's got everything. It's got a message for the kids, Star Fox.
Can you please put one of those arcade don't do drugs things at the beginning of this episode?
Winners don't do drugs.
Even as this Let's Play even features my total lack of apathy. Look at that. That's new.
Your lack of apathy?
Yes.
Which is just... like, it's not even empathy, you're empty.
A lot's happened this month, okay.
But you filled that with Krazoa drugs. And we're back to square one.
God damn it! This is the drug episode.
So, on the second floor, we're gonna put on our Sharp Claw disguise. And we just drop off the spirit. Nice and easy.
I hated Bigot.
No, 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 no!
Did my Da opera please you, Krazoa Palace?
No!
Okay.
Just for you, we'll move some of the wind currents, but not all of them.
I had it, then I lost it. That is such a bad animation. He just wobbles around, his eyes. It's like he just woke up and just not sure where he is.
Well, it's all about the little victories.
Sure is.
Waking up in the morning.
Contemplating, I have to, again, do it again.
Where are we going?
Shut up! So we actually have to do...
These weird little guys in turbans who run really fast.
Here's our next little mini game. It may seem like we're doing a side quest, but no, this is absolutely crucial.
Why is it timed? You have to save my eggs in 1 minute and 45 seconds!
Well, it's time for the egg napping and daily tradition on Dinosaur Planet. Don't ask me why I laid my eggs in the nest of these little creatures to steal them from.
At the end of these bowling alley gutters.
So, our goal here is to stop the little lizards from collecting the eggs to use in their bowling alley games.
Like, this would make sense in, like, Banjo-Kazooie.
As for why it's timed, good question, Jacob.
Oh. Wait,
So,
I asked the question?
well, you didn't really, you didn't actually ask the question, but let me reiterate. Good point, Jacob. Why is it timed?
Oh, okay.
Because your guess is as fucking good as mine.
Get him.
It's a little more annoying than it appears.
Yeah, it looks kind of hard.
You see how, like, the camera has, like, the cross on it? It's locked to where it's in place right now. And it's kind of obnoxious because sometimes when Fox swings his staff, he's completely off mark, and you can't really do much but hope that it lines up. I believe you automatically lose if you lose a single egg, but I completely lucked out here.
Oh my god.
Crash! The time limit has ended, Fox. Alright, boys. That was our minute and 30 seconds. Gotta go back.
Inside,
Please let me repay you.
Another egg from my mouth.
No.
This one's yours.
No.
I hope it grows up to be like the prince.
You know, I know it's a secret hole with the next staff upgrade, but why didn't you put the eggs down there?
Oh, they drown.
But it's totally okay to put it. Never mind. So our next staff upgrade is the portal device. It's alright, it doesn't really have any combat function, despite it being called the portal device. What it's actually designed for is to deactivate those big gates with the little round circles where a spear can go through. We'll actually be showing that in a bit.
It's so nice to see you both. But I have some bad news. Son, your father has been
Is
taken
dead.
prisoner.
Oh.
Walled City.
Didn't we already know that?
Yeah, we were told this before.
Gotta help him. Quick.
But I guess he got double kidnapped.
Point us in the direction of the gatekeeper and we'll rescue him.
I wish it were that simple.
I love this.
You see, Tricky's father is the gatekeeper.
What? Dad's a gatekeeper?
No, that's all we need.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
The Fox said that in the same tone and head shake as he was about to say, just shove me in a womb and abort me. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry, but I cannot break the seal. Maybe you might have some idea.
I can fly into it. We've got a ship.
I swear it almost sounded like she said, I dear.
And that happens sometimes in British accents.
Oh, okay. I thought I misheard her. And that's the portal device.
Now you don't need a gatekeeper. You hear that, Tricky? Your father's useless. Guess they can kill him now. Oh, throw up another egg!
Please, no. One's enough.
To the air wing.
So now that we have that portal open up, we can actually go to the walled city.
I got Tricky on my foot.
I stepped on his foot.
I will admit, that actually was a funny reaction. I did actually like him going, that's all we need.
That it's like he's having a bad day and then he comes home to find his dog shit on the house.
The house!
Shit on the house.
Your focus home, but it's been overrun by the deadly red-eye tribe. General Scales is imprisoned the king.
They're really tired. Like me.
Well, why don't they get some coffee and go to sleep, and remember to take the pills near the counter, Peppy?
I'm gonna shit.
Fox, that's a wrench!
Okay. I feel like you're wrong, but okay.
Well, going in me.
Slippy, stop the... I don't care. So, I will say, this space shooting section actually is kind of fun.
Kinda.
Only kinda. Mainly because I actually do like the little obstacles we have to deal with. We actually do have to make use of our boost and brake.
Oh wow. That's new.
Yeah.
For this game.
I also believe there are an exact total of 8 gold rings, so you do have the option to miss just the one. So, you know, we do have to be careful about how we pilot the R-Wing. It's not like usual where I just crash into everything and I don't care.
You have the health for it, but...
Yeah. I have the health for it, but I don't have the patience to redo it again.
What does it take to unlock the ones with the X?
You actually have to shoot the X rock thingy in the middle of it.
I like to think the all-time high score is literal, like it's online, you can get leaderboard shits. You're just the only one who's bothered to play this game.
Well, if the Guinness Book of World Records is watching, and or the Star Fox speedrun community, there are people that actually run this game.
Oh, there's people that run every game.
Yeah. So, the Walled City. I actually kind of like this spot, mainly because I like the concept of the red and the blue temples, which we'll be seeing in a second. Not a big fan of the puzzles, but I don't think I'm a big fan of any of the puzzles here. Puzzle 1, involving our awesome cursor, is to hit the switches to activate these little torches.
I think as protest, we should stop calling those puzzles.
This shit.
Shit.
And protest. Alright, these, unavoidable annoyances will now be part of the game.
If I could get to the beacons,
Why don't these Triceratops' mouths move?
It's further up in their throat.
Interestingly enough, for some reason, some of the text dialogue is voiced in this game and some of it isn't, like right there. Usually, it would just be that little text tone of doot 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 doot, but they went out of their way to record the dialogue for it in this stage. So, lighting up beacons is going to be our main goal for now. There's actually a number of things we have to do, and I do kind of like how it sort of snowballs into what we actually end up doing right around the end. Because it seems like we're just kind of doing mundane things right now, like we light a torch and that does something, and then what? Well, it leads into the next weird thing we have to do. And, we have to be pretty careful around the Red-Eye tribe, or the T-Rexes.
Oh!
Because they actually do attack when they see you, and you can't staff combat them.
They're too big.
However, they still do normal-ass damage despite their size.
Wow, that is the default roar.
You'll also notice that there are a bunch of explosive barrels here. I'll just say right now, completely optional.
You know, preview, for anybody unaware, I've recorded and everything for my Doom Let's Play that's gonna be starting soon, if not already up. Part of me wants to make a whole part with every sound effect that is in both Star Fox Adventures and Doom, because there's numerous ones.
So, you have to be careful on which side you actually start with. We lit the red torch, so
Ow.
it's advisable that we go to the red side, because if you end up going to the blue side instead, it'll be blocked off, because you can't actually complete the challenge.
That would be a waste of time.
It would be. Like, I do actually kind of like the red-blue motif. It's a little charming.
You can't poke him in the eye.
No. As of right now, we actually cannot engage with the red eyes. They're so big that even if you noticed earlier, their tail actually hurts Fox when they're turning around.
I've had dogs like that.
Thankfully, they give you more than enough time to actually go and light the next torch we have to get through. So, I believe we mentioned this before. I think one of us talked about how, hey, why can't they just use the R-Wing to, like, go directly to places? You know, like, remember in the Cloud Runner Fortress how they could have totally landed the R-Wing up top, but instead we landed at the front?
Has that actually been addressed and we didn't pay attention?
No, it has not been addressed. It's more of that, I want you boys to keep that in mind.
Oh, it's relevant?
Uh-oh.
You'll see.
Or is it just another piece of crap they didn't care about.
It comes off as a... Oh, they so totally could have done it the whole time.
What? The dino saw you there, but he doesn't see you when you're, like, just slightly to the left of right in front of him?
Well, I mean, lizards are notorious for being actually only able to see on their sides.
Tricky, my son. You don't
My
have to
son.
worry about me. I am the king.
That's my actual born-given name. Why did you bring him back to me?
Hero of dinosaur.
I've been hiding here for months.
That's me.
And before you ask, no, I haven't got this physical, but I do
This
know
expression.
where you look. To enter the lair of the Red-Eye King,
His voice
you
is so
must first
goofy.
find the two sacred teeth. Not an easy task.
It's the voice of
as they are
kings, Jake.
protected by the very life force
Vector
of
from
the
Shadow the
Red-Eye
Hedgehog is a
tribe.
king.
The magic key
Someone out there thinks
the
that.
answer lies within.
I'm in charge!
He's simultaneously from fucking Edinburgh and Wisconsin. He was born in both of them at the same time. It was very painful.
He's so talented, I'm proud of him. Also, I'm an idiot because I went off the bridge thinking that that's what the game was focusing on. Like, the cave is obviously under the... No, it's not. Are you impressed that I can throw my voice? I'm the tree.
I wanted to be a ventriloquist, but I don't have hands.
I also end up kicking myself a little bit because it was even in the cutscene. You know how we've been shooting those switches on the trees?
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
I don't shoot this tree. Like, I see it. It's in my view sight. It's pissing me off afterward, but when I was playing it, I didn't see it. So thankfully, it's not too far where our next staff upgrade is gonna be.
Oh.
This one I actually think is pretty cool.
It occurs to me this is Crystal's staff, and she has an ability to open portal doors. Meaning she had the potential to rob this planet blind.
Well, if they ever remake Star Fox Adventures, or I should say, Crystal's Pirate Adventures, I would absolutely fund that game and play it.
I would be depressed if they chose to remaster Star Fox Adventures. Not any of the other ones. Not Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Not Super Mario Sunshine. Star Fox Adventures. That seems like a Nintendo thing to do, though.
They knew they had to aim high with their first GameCube remaster.
I mean, Banjo-Kazooie, like, of any of the Rare games. Of course, Nintendo doesn't have a fucking say in that, but...
Yeah, Xbox got to that one early.
So now that our regular Groundquake has become the Super Groundquake, we can take these motherfuckers down.
Jesus!
And we can just murder a T-Rex.
Blast them in the taint. That'll kill you.
The Dino Taint.
The daint.
That's what the T in T-Rex stands for.
Open the door, I'm feeling faint. Everybody rock the Dino Taint.
Everybody shoot the dino taint.
I'm gonna make a remix of that. That's what you're gonna put in the don't do drugs thing at the beginning.
So I will admit, I actually think Fox taking down T-Rexes with a staff is pretty cool.
It is!
It's ridiculous, but sure.
It's ridiculous, but I actually like it.
All of our taint talk is distracted from the fact that it is pretty sweet.
Speaking of taint,
We've tainted this LP with it.
so as the King Earthwalker actually mentioned, those guys were actually tied to the treasures that they were blocking, so killing them was absolutely mandatory. Now we're actually getting closer to getting the 2 teeth that we need in order to access where the King of the Red Eyes is. I also want this to be known that this is going to be... If you see me struggling with the control stick when I'm aiming the blaster, I'm just going to say that that's going to be the precursor to our next stage. If you see me very struggling and seem to just be fighting against it a lot.
That is something you told me, that the control stick nearly made you break your brain. Or something.
Yeah. But we'll get to that point when we get to that point.
This game also killed your GameCube controller.
No, it wasn't actually the game's fault. I did have to get a second GameCube controller, which is another reason why this Let's Play got delayed. 2 reasons. A, my GameCube controller that I've been using since I got Smash Wii U died, so I had to get a new GameCube controller, and then I got sick.
God damn it.
It's been a while, so...
I'm gonna replace my teeth with it.
Yeah.
Is the eye red or gold? Come on, game. Ah!
I'm the king now.
So at least I'm not stupid enough to miss that switch that's very visible. Hold on.
Why is my staff so heavy?
Oh my... Tricky, let go!
Rare, could you play Halo, please? This game came out like 3 years ago.
I'm gonna send Rare an email at Rare customer service in this day and age. You guys should play Halo. That's all it's gonna say. Fox uses the speed up function of his boots and remembers that other switch.
Halo was like the first one of like the game to revolutionize like console FPS controls, kind of, right? Pretty much.
I think I don't want to confirm because I've never played Halo and I'm not too familiar.
I believe that's the common wisdom.
Eh.
Okay. I really thought you were like a half second away from saying Halo was the first game ever made, and I was gonna say, yeah.
It started on a high note, dude. I don't know why they made, like, Pong after that.
They really took a step backwards. So we have another ring trial here, similar to the one in Cloud Runner Fortress, but I don't think there's any real challenge here, because you know how in Cloud Runner Fortress we had like a couple of platforms that we had to carefully navigate and we had to hop from like crate to crate? Here you have the stream that's helping you go forward.
What a bro.
Yeah.
Oh, but you might miss it on these really long stretches where you have the time to line up. I like that Tricky's conducting the music with his feet.
It's my childhood dream to be Beethoven.
Fox! My tail's a conductor baton, look! I don't want to.
I
Look.
don't.
I won't.
I don't, won't, and shan't.
I don't, won't, and shan't.
One more, why not?
I'll give you a few reasons.
Now I'm a dino vampire. Oh, but it's silver. I'll kill myself. Damn.
Now you'll just get gum disease.
If only if I was a werewolf and if I accidentally pricked myself, then yeah. Hey, wolf, get over here!
Oh god, I bit my tongue.
And everything in my jaw.
We returned back to where the King Earthwalker was, and we placed the golden tooth, the gold one and the silver one in their respective places. Respective places. English is not working with me today, okay? I'm sorry.
was like a funeral march.
Funny you say that, actually. So you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't had a boss fight.
I think we've only had one. Oh.
You're right.
And now it's time for number 2.
Wow, my eyesight is good.
Oh god, this guy's honking.
I like to think that his eyes actually just stretched around the corner like a cartoon.
Look at her.
Well, that's annoying.
Just what I needed, or whatever that line earlier was.
So, our next boss fight, I'm gonna go with King Earth. Red-Eye, because I'm not actually sure what the name is. You know how it, like, actually displayed the boss fight when we fought Galdone? Well, it did it here, and I don't know why I would consider this a boss fight. So, we have 4 corners in this map, and there are switches. We hit the switches, and we grab the barrel, and we also have these platforms in the ground. There are these electrical conductors on the side, and we have to basically time it just right so that way when we activate the conductors, we shock the Red-Eye King, and then we throw a barrel on it.
It looks like a water cooler jug.
I'll say this, I do think this is actually a pretty proper boss fight. There are steps, you have to be careful, you have to actually do things in order, you can't just go all willy-nilly about it.
Yeah, this looks okay. I like his design.
I mean, I think this is a better boss fight than our first boss fight, where I was basically indestructible once I blocked. That being said, when you block here, you're also indestructible. If you see a Fox spazzing when he's trying to use his blaster, that is actually the game. There are some points when you can't actually go into first person just yet.
Okay.
I don't know why it does that. The game's not preventing me, it's more of like I have to wait a little bit before I can actually line it up. So yeah, it's pretty simple. The only real difficult part is lining up your shots, because in one of the go-arounds, the King Red-Eye actually is going to try to fake us out.
He has the intelligence to do so?
Well, it's not more like fake us out like he's gonna be like, haha, Fox, I navigate around you. It's more like player expectation sort of thing where you're just like, okay, he's gonna come now. Oh god, he's not stopping. See, like, that's the tell when, like, you see the dinosaur roar coming. But I mess up here because he roars at me again.
You did fine.
I barely just made that.
Looks like you've got a somewhat tight window. I do like that you've got little hidey holes.
And I do like how the dinosaur keeps running around like, where did he go this time?
Nope, got a cramp. Still got it.
Nope. Nope. It's not, nope. It's not Fox time. Now it's Fox time.
It's not you, camera, it's me.
I have problems.
I have problems with authority.
See, right here. I thought it was gonna stop, it so didn't. An explosion to the face that only took some of my health away. But you can get your health back, so it's not too bad.
Good thing I'm hungry.
This fight isn't very difficult.
This fight isn't very anything.
It's not anything, but I do consider it a step above what we did before.
It is very has a dinosaur. Oh god! Oh!
Yeah, we take those.
It landed on the just landed on it. You didn't even need to throw it. I'll take that now. Oh god, this is about to get rated M for mature, isn't it? Oh, no, never mind.
Rated M for mucus.
Whoa!
Rated M for Matrix.
Ow! Vibranium.
And so Fox actually kills it with the staff.
It didn't even look like the staff went in. It's like he landed and he accidentally poked the skull.
He gave a little look to it like, heh, late next time, asshole.
He looked so happy to have the spellstone. He was holding it close. I found you, my love.
Good timing on that, actually.
Well done. You have both made
Watch
me
this.
very proud. Do not worry, son. I will stay
Did
within
you miss
this
Daddy?
until it
Daddy
is
missed you.
returned to the planet. I will see you again soon. Now let's
Again.
waste no more time. You have a spellstone to take to the volcano.
Spellstone. So that's where Tricky got it.
You did a.
Oh my god, he just said it. He just said it, Tricky.
Okay, but are we there yet?
You did a real good job there, Fox.
Shut up. I mean, thank you. Sorry, you look just like him, but worse and big. I'm leaving.
Oh, I thought you said he looks just like Coach Z. We're unmistakable. We're like twins.
Me and my horns.
It's me, and my Triceratops brother.
So, we actually accomplished quite a lot in this one. Not only did we get the Krazoa spirit, but we also got the next spellstone. And now we're ready to go and drop it off.
How much of the game do we have left?
I will say, when this video started, we were actually at the second half. We're actually reaching the last act of Star Fox Adventures. Once you get all the spellstones, literally the last thing we have to do is get the Krazoa spirits. After that, we just kind of wrap it up and Fox gets his check.
Spoilers. Oh.
Jacob, don't.
It'd be a great spoiler if after everything they did. By the way, Fox, we can't pay you.
What?
Credits roll.
Dang.
Dang.
Fox says this Fox. Then Falco shows up. It's alright to become rich. Join me in my pool of gold.
Hey, Fox, I went and actually did something with my life. Are you proud of me?
I've come back to ruin it.
Hey, Fox, I think you suck and fuck. How's it going?
I do. In fact.
Somehow I got a girlfriend.
Open the door, I'm feeling fate. Everybody wants to tell you.